hip-hop trendsetters, the school of hard knocks and that attitude era. Yeah, I just wanted to be one of the best, holding the mic as I'm yelling out D-Generation X. I will remember it. I'll never forget it. We've come a pretty long way. Hip-hop trendsetters, the school of hard knocks and that attitude era. Yeah, I just wanted to be one of the best, holding the mic as I'm yelling out D-Generation X. I will remember it. I'll never forget it. We've come a pretty long way. Hip-hop trendsetters, the school of hard knocks and that attitude era. Yeah, I just wanted to be one of the best, holding the mic as I'm yelling out D-Generation X. I will remember it. I'll never forget it. We've come a pretty long way.
Welcome, everyone, to the first episode of the Undisputed Trash Talk podcast with myself, CrazyBoom, or Ronan, depending on what you want to call it, and my co-host, Johnno. Welcome, Johnno.
How are you?
I'm good.
How are you, Mr. Boom?
I'm good.
Different circumstances. Yeah. So, big week to start with.
Yeah, first of the major news that came out next year, actually. We're going forward to next January. Netflix, who would have told it?
Yeah, Netflix. Yeah, that's good for me. I've got Netflix, so it's cheaper than.
Who claimed there are going to be no
else.
ads according to things on Netflix, so we'll see.
Yeah, that is big news. I think that will be good for Netflix and WWE. Netflix have so many users. I think that will,
it's a lot of money. It makes a more
just
global
grow the
reach.
community.
More global reach, or as CM Punk says, Netflix is Phil. And it comes with more things of like where Triple H said it's going to now be move forward to serve fans even more WWE than they've ever done before. So we'll see how this deal goes. We'll see how much it is and stuff. It's a lot of things to work out next year. If this changes subscription prices to Netflix, we don't know yet. Netflix hasn't actually said what's it's going to change or if it's an added package.
Price that they've always had. I think it'll just be on like that. It'd be like when Grand Tour went to Amazon and all that. It'll just be a Netflix exclusive to get people to go on there. Dazza in the chat. Hulk Hogan for the win. Lol. Welcome, Dazza from my other podcast, the Magnificent.
We'll get the Hulk Hogan. There is a bit of thing of Hulk Hogan, but that's the 2K portion of all the we're talking about the big news, which is Netflix. It's a good thing, and also another big news: The Rock is back.
He is.
He's on the board. He's sitting at some head of a table.
Is that what he meant?
Who knows?
Because everyone thinks it's going to be Cody Rhodes versus Roman again for the title when he finishes the story. So, and everyone wants The Rock, but I don't think it will happen. I reckon this was just him hinting the other day when he said he wants to be head of the table, but he actually means he's joined the board.
Who knows? The Rock is a smart man, a smart businessman. He even has now acquired the full rights to The Rock, Dwayne Johnson. Yeah. So we'll see what happens.
Yep. It should be fun. You want to go on to our next news?
Yes, that's Base of the Rock is there. We'll see what he does as the board member. That's all I want to say, because that could be implications. Maybe he is a devil into. He writes an extra page into Cody's story. When Cody's like, "Why?" Cody's gonna have a steampunk moment, like the fact that the Waynes in the main event did not me. Makes me sick.
Yeah.
And one big thing we're all excited for, which is going to be here. We're going to move on to 2K24. We're all excited for that. Me and you play 2K24, and it's going to be 2K24 when it comes out. We're going to do a bunch of videos on this platform.
Yeah, we also got the Undisputed 1, 2, 3 as well with Straight Edge. Straight Edge is going to do some videos on the game as well.
He's going to do some videos. So, he's got Universe. He's going to do. We might have different universes. I'm going to do chaotic. I'm going to add like random characters, and we're going to just do a weird thing. Going to do actual prediction videos using it. Like we'll set up like Elimination Chamber, maybe
me and you are going to do a bit of a fun video as well, aren't we? Where it's the Royal Rumble this week. We're going to do a Royal Rumble video.
Exactly.
It's going to be Royal Rumble in there for the women's and the men.
We're going to see who's going to win.
We'll record it for a bit of fun. Yeah.
We've won. But 2K24 dropped with a bunch of added features, which is quite nice. First of all, they're having a showcase of 40 years of WrestleMania. Speaking of Hulk Hogan, he was in that trailer. Right, and he says, you never know, he may has one more in him. So we might see him show up somewhere. He's going to come in, brother, I have a walking stick. Very interesting, kind of.
He's going to win the Rumble.
Yeah,
he's going to come in.
He's going to be number 30
and win the Rumble.
Brother. He said he has one more in him. We never know.
Yeah, you never know.
Never know, but that's cool. The iconic, different WrestleMania matches.
Yeah.
And then we also have special guest referees, so we can have Randy Orton, RKO, our opponent out of nowhere.
Yeah, that will be good. Or you can have
the casket match, the ambulance match, which I have to explain what Johnno was, where you just chuck someone into an ambulance. Thanks for being here, Dazza. I appreciate it.
Yep. Cheers, Dazza. Yeah, we really appreciate the support.
A good old ambulance match where there's no pinfall or disqualification. It just ends by you chucking someone into an ambulance and locking them in.
Standard.
Backstage brawl can now support multiple backstage brawl people, not just you versus someone in the backstage.
Nice.
Which is quite nice. We can now chuck weapons.
Nice.
Instead of having to walk up to someone with a stop sign, you can actually just throw it like a frisbee.
Oh, I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to throwing a frisbee at you.
Yeah, and there's new weapons too. They're adding a trash can finally.
Ooh.
A guitar, a microphone.
Nice. Can I come in on a Can I do a Brock Lesnar and come in on a tractor here?
I don't know if you can go to the tractor entrance is there yet. But we'll see. We'll see if the tractor
Brock Lesnar crack.
And they actually have actual no in the game now. You're no longer generic male ref number one. We'll have the actual referee man and his face in the game.
Nice.
Which will be nice. Now we wait to see if we finally eventually get actual commentators in there, but we'll tackle that another day.
Nice.
And probably as punishment for Cody being the main star of the thing, they also added a Stardust DLC, even though he wants nothing to do with Stardust. They're like, we're adding him in anyway. Yeah. It's probably Cody. Yeah. We'll make your dream come true of being on the cover, but we have to add Stardust.
Yeah, you can beat Roman at WrestleMania, but Stardust is back.
Exactly. Like, you have to embrace it. He happened. He's here. And we have the My Rise again, where you have the women's story and the men's story, which will be called, one of them will be called Unleashed, and the other one will be called Undisputed.
Ooh.
As Johnno has his Undisputed title in the back there, but one of them is called Undisputed.
Yeah, I beat Roman earlier.
He was too distracted by Randy Orton.
Yeah, I finished the story. Sorry, Cody.
Cody just comes into your house right there and goes like, "I have to finish this door." Calls you out. Well, I think that's pretty much it for the things off the top of the head that I know about 2K at the moment. We wait till we hear more.
On other news, obviously you had on Raw. Seth, it was all expected all week what Seth's going to come out with. He's saying that he's going to be out for, I think, 6 weeks. He thinks he'll be back for Mania.
It's 6 weeks without surgery. He can recover if he does it well. Like he said, it's 3 months if he gets surgery.
Yeah. He's needed that surgery for a while. He's been injured for quite a while.
Yeah.
And,
but he's still putting off the surgery because he wants to have the title in Mania.
Yeah. I think he's never gone into a title with Mania. So he wants to do.
He really wanted last year to main event, but Logan Paul cost him that. Like that was the whole story of like he really wanted to main event one of the nights.
Yeah.
WrestleMania. I do think he loses the title now because of this new.
Mania. We'll go into who I want to win it later.
There we go. But that's what I think. Also, this week we had a few SmackDown. We had a confrontation between Logan Paul and Kevin Owens, where Kevin Owens promised to not have the cast. We'll get into more of that.
I think that's going to be a cracking match.
Yeah, we'll get into our
that
later, but I think that's going to be a good match. You also had the LWO versus Santos Escobar's team. Santos Escobar's team won, which sets up this week Santos Escobar versus Carlito for this Friday, which is an interesting match.
Yeah.
And then the fate of the tag titles, the current women's tag champions face the Kabuki Warriors with Asuka and Kairi Sane, who is just amazing. Beautiful finisher. That she jumps off that high elbow. It's just one of the best finishers you've ever seen. Thing, but like I hope they win that because that adds a new depth to damage control, so they can go back and forth. And also, I get to see more of Kairi Sane. It's just a plus in itself. Can't have enough of it. And then you'll also get to see more Dakota Kai, just because she has to be there, because she's essentially acting like the manager at the moment while she's injured.
Yeah, she is one of my favorites.
Definitely, as mine is Kairi Sane. So we just need more. Let's give them the tag titles so they're just everywhere. It's all that needs to happen.
Yeah, I agree.
And also, there's a lot of tension in the back. We also will have. I think this Friday we'll have the fight Karrion Kross versus Bobby Lashley and his because they're having a bit of a back and forth.
You also have
Karrion Kross is very on a tightrope because he hasn't really done anything since much. He kind of just has one match, loses a bunch of feuds, and then disappears. He needs this to go well. Karrion Kross, in my opinion.
Yeah. Randy Orton versus what's the name was a good match?
Solo
Sikoa. That was a good match.
You should know because we're 1 year after the Solo.
Yeah, 1 year today. So Solo tried to spike Sammy, and he was saved by Mr. Jey Uso.
Bought some time.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty much it for SmackDown things that I want to talk about. So I think it's time to go into actually talking about the topic that's up there.
Royal Rumble.
The Royal Rumble. It's upon us. Only a few days.
WrestleMania season now officially.
The road to WrestleMania begins.
Yeah. I've officially been following WWE for about a year and a half now. I will admit, this is a new podcast, something new for me. I've only been going into it about a year and a half. I did go to SmackDown at the O2 with Straight Edge and a few mates in the FM community, which was a lot of fun. That was my first live event. I wish I could have went to Money in the Bank as well, but I didn't. But yeah, I've been following it for about a year and a half. So I've watched all of the bloodline story, and that's what kind of got me into it. So
that's what kind of got me back into wrestling. I used to, my wrestling that I grew up with was Batista, Rey Mysterio, Edge, kind of like at their prime kind of beginnings.
Yeah.
And stuff with the boogeyman and stuff that was just a funny character.
Yeah.
And when the scariest person was the Undertaker, because he would just die every week and then come back.
Yeah. Basically, yeah.
That was what I grew up with. So coming back into it, like with, so we go into Royal Rumble. We know some of the people in Royal Rumble.
Yes.
We definitely know Cody, Drew, Gunter, Punk, Damian Priest, because he wants 50 ways to win a championship because he's failing at the briefcase. Kofi Kingston. Nakamura, he's just there, I think, to just... I don't think Nakamura's doing anything. Bobby Lashley's in it too. They're the people that are confirmed to be in the men's Royal Rumble.
What's the name for Judgment Day as well?
Yeah, I did mention Priest, but I don't know if any of the other Judgment Day members
Priest, what's the name's in it as well? His tag partner.
Not officially confirmed.
Oh, is it not? I'm sure. I thought it was.
I think it might be rumors, but Finn Balor himself has not officially said.
I thought he was. Fair enough.
No. The only one that's officially declared themselves is Drew. You would think that the other one would get involved too, but like, it remains to be seen.
Yeah. I wonder if
possibly a member,
Damien's best friend, I wonder if he's going to turn up.
R-Truth, he's just going to enter. He
Bad Bunny might turn up.
Possibly.
Might be the return of Bad Bunny.
Also, could be in this, maybe Ciampa to eliminate Damien ahead of their tag match on Monday. You never know.
We were talking about it earlier. Sammy will probably come back.
Sammy to come back to continue his feud, get revenge on Drew for injuring him.
Yeah.
Just a classic story there.
Rock's on the board now, so he'll just come out at the end and win.
Yeah. Brock Lesnar's going to come back with his tractor, maybe. I don't know. It's possible.
I do think Brock will come back.
There's rumors of Omos finally returning, so all you Homo sapiens that like Omos, you'll be happy if he shows up again.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do reckon Brock will come back though as well. It's been rumored for a while.
And me and you do think some of the NXT people will be there, like a Carmella Hayes, which he's asking to be involved.
I think Carmella Hayes will be involved. I think his mate will be involved. Trick Williams, yeah. And I think what's the name will be involved as well. I think all three of them will.
See if Trick Williams is involved, the pop he gets for it, because everyone loves his entrance on NXT. It'd be interesting to see that in like a main roster capacity.
Yeah, because I think all three of those, including what's the name, who's already been main event with, who's already had interactions with Paul Heyman. You know, I mean,
Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker, yeah, Braun Breaker.
I think Braun Breaker will be back there as well. I think all three of them are ready for the main roster. So,
and the person that recently got called up to the main roster after being in NXT for years, Tyler Bate, he wants to be a part of it, so maybe he shows up. Yeah,
it's going to be an interesting one.
We have less people prepared for the women's one than the men's.
Yeah, there's a few people rumored.
All we know is all we know for forever is Bayley, Bianca, Nia Jax, and Becky. That's all we officially know as declared for the women's.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of potential there for who shows up in the women's one.
There's some big ones, I think.
Could it be the one is Cargill? Could it be the day?
Yeah, it's the one I was thinking. And then Bailey's friend as well. might save Bailey if Damage Control turn.
Yeah, it might be maybe a few members of Damage Control. I don't know. Maybe also a returning Liv Morgan. Maybe she's been away for a bit.
Yeah. Yeah, I think there's quite a few people coming back. So, yeah, the women's one, I can't think of many, but it will be interesting.
You'd probably guess maybe a
And,
Chelsea Green. She usually
yeah.
is in a lot of these things. Just to get eliminated pretty much early is usually Chelsea Green's thing. Then we go into the normal matches. We go into what we talked there in Logan.
Oh, the other one, Lee. She's rumored, isn't she? Punk's partner, AJ Lee.
Yeah. Could be. We'll see if that's
I think she'll turn up.
We'll see. We'll go into Logan Paul versus Kevin Owens for the United States Championship. As Kevin Owens said himself, the fact that Logan Paul has the title for this long is a joke. Is what his own words. He says it's a joke. Everyone knows it.
He's not defended it yet.
He says he's been protected since he got here, Logan Paul, which is true. Kevin Owens is not lying. Logan Paul has been protected from his controversies outside of the ring.
To be fair, though, I don't know why KO wants that title after where it's been.
But he said he will. He says when he wins it, Kevin Owens will have to bring it to disinfect it straight away.
Yeah, he slept with it. He
showered with it.
Naughty things with it. Yeah.
Tried to sell it.
So I like him. I like. He gets a lot of stick, but I like Paul, Jake,
Logan
Paul. Logan Paul. I like Logan Paul.
I think the problem
he's a
is
decent wrestler.
I wanted him to win it off Rey Mysterio.
Unliked, and I understand why he's unliked. Because he's away from that normal.
Yeah, I get that, but I like Logan Paul winning it. I wanted him to win it off Rey Mysterio that time. That was the correct call. But what I didn't like is the fact that he's now taken the title completely off of the shows. He hasn't shown up as much. He's doing the outside work, promoting it, and everywhere he's going, and podcasts and stuff. But he needs to have it more on SmackDown. And that's the problem with Logan Paul. He needs to have it on SmackDown more. Which I think this feud is a pretty good one for Logan. Kevin Owens, prize fighter. He loves it. Welcome back.
Yep.
I just continued talking with the thing saying I wanted Logan Paul to win the title originally off Rey Mysterio because Rey Mysterio was kind of stagnant with it. As much as I love Rey Mysterio, I think Logan was the correct choice to win it at that point. But my disappointment is that Logan hasn't shown up with it. He's turned into Roman Reigns with a mid-card title. He's doing the outside work. He's promoting it like I knew he would with his controversy and everything. But
I like KO. I like KO. I don't know KO is one of your favorites, but I don't think KO.
Yeah, I don't think.
Don't think they would put the title on Paul and remove it so quickly off Logan after only pay-per-view.
That's what my brain's saying, but my heart will always vote for Kevin Owens. So I'm going to predict Kevin Owens, even though I know I'll be wrong. I'm predicting Kevin Owens to win.
Yes, I'm going with Logan wins, and someone will beat him at Mania. Who I think you all know the match we all want at Mania for Logan.
We'll come back. We'll start going to that as he's in a fatal 4-way for the Undisputed Championship of the Rumble with AJ Styles, LA Knight,
whose game is it?
Orton, and your tribal chief, Roman Reigns.
I'm not acknowledging him.
Your tribal part-timer,
We
Roman
have a-
Reigns.
We have a game about that later, which will be a bit fun.
Exactly.
We have a Roman game.
But this is an interesting
So
one.
yeah, it's gonna be a good match.
I think they
I think
set
we all
up.
know the outcome.
Yeah, I think they set up recently that the only real threat to Roman in this match will be Randy Orton. I think that's what they pretty much set up in the last SmackDown. Because I think, sadly for LA Knight, I think they put the focus where he's too focused on AJ Styles and vice versa. I think they're going to take each other out in this match. And it's going to mostly be a fight between Roman and Randy for the most part.
Randy Orton. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I can't see anything else but happening. But some of the segments running up to this was brilliant. This week on SmackDown with the contract signing was quite funny. And,
Yeah, where he eventually signed it and dropped it in front of
the general manager at SmackDown saying, if you
didn't
don't
sign
sign
it,
it, I'll make it a triple threat for the title without you even being there.
Then he signed it and made Nick Aldis pick it up off the ground.
Yeah, I do like Nick Aldis. He is good.
He's not taking
There's
anything
even
lightly.
rumors of a Nick Aldis match against Roman eventually.
I do think in this match, if I'm going to make a prediction, either LA Knight or AJ Styles is taking the pin. He's not going to pin Randy.
No, I agree.
That's why this became a fatal four-way, because they didn't want Randy to lose outright on his first pay-per-view back from injury.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
So I think sadly for the main stage of LA Knight
the way
and
it
AJ
will go.
Styles, I think they'll be their own downfall. AJ Styles and LA Knight.
The way I think this is going is Roman will win, and Randy will have another title shot against Cody because they've got their past when Cody wins the title after WrestleMania. Spoiler alert. Then the next feud going into SummerSlam, I think, will be Randy Orton versus Cody.
Yeah,
that's my
prediction. You can set that up with Randy Orton coming out to congratulate Cody for completing the story and then RKOing him.
Yeah.
Or like even on the next day of the Raw after Mania, just go like, "Oh, congratulations, bam."
Yeah.
Kind of vibe.
Yeah, I agree because it works as well because he will be drafted. He will be drafted to SmackDown after WrestleMania.
Yeah.
So,
for the title, but it'll be interesting to see what happens here. But I do think maybe with help we're probably going to have the usual shenanigans of Jimmy No Yeet Uso coming out.
You got any more to add on that match?
No, I just think we're going to have the usual maybe Solo come out, Jimmy No Yeet. After getting done with what I going back to the men's rumble, I do think Jey Uso and Jimmy are in that rumble. They're going to face each other. I have a sneaky feeling that's how you set up that thing. Well, they all right. You forget finally the Yeet versus the No Yeet for a bit in the rumble.
Yeah, I agree. I think they'll knock each other out. I think,
and I think they'll continue fighting outside. I think they'll continue fighting outside.
They both said they want to face each other at WrestleMania.
Yeah. So I think they'll do it where they'll continue fighting outside the ring when they eliminate each other.
Yeah. And then I think that will all lead into the main event, which we'll speak about later at WrestleMania. I think that will all lead. They'll fight. They'll fix their differences, and then they'll be involved in the main event. I think.
Yeah. Well, we'll now go into what's our top four of the Rumble. Who do you think is going to be in the top four of the men's?
Who is that's four people? I'm going to fit the last four.
Yeah, the last four in that Rumble in the men's.
So I'm going Cody. I'm going Gunther. I'm going CM Punk, and I don't know the last one. Let's go with Randy Orton. He'll appear
He'll just show up, slithering in.
after. He'll do the double shift. He'll be in the Rumble as well.
Well, I think all of that, except for Randy Orton, I think that's the top like 3 in a way. But the fourth one, I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna say a Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, I was thinking Brock Lesnar, but I don't know what time when it. Yeah, but yeah, it's a good shout. Yeah, I couldn't think of my fourth, but that's the.
For top 4 for the women's, I think it will be. I think you'll have like your Becky in the top 4, maybe with Jade if she shows out, kind of like a debut. If rumored, maybe a Naomi, because I know she's been rumored.
Yeah,
the women's hard because we don't know too many. I don't think Bailey's gonna, as much as I like. Maybe Bailey will last the top 4, but she might be 5th. Well,
yeah, I think she will. I'm gonna go Bailey. Bailey. The new lady who's just come from AEW. Can't remember her name. She's not appeared yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can't remember her name. And then Becky Lynch and AJ Lee. I'm gonna go with. That's been rumored a lot.
Yeah. Quite. Who do we think now is going to be the Iron Man of the men's match? Who's going to eliminate the most people?
I'm gonna say your ring general Gunther.
Gunther. I think it might. I think before Sami Zayn comes out, it could be Drew McIntyre. Just a very angry Drew, just getting all the fathers out of there. You know?
Yeah, I'm going for Gunther.
I'll go with Drew McIntyre just because I think very angry Drew at that point.
Yeah.
For the women, I think it might be. For the women, I think you might have for the Iron Woman, it might be like a Nia Jax. It might be difficult to come out. She might just be chucking people out of there.
Yeah, she's got a lot of muscle on her. It's going to be.
They built her up. They built her up as an opponent that probably needs to be taken out by like 2 people at once. You know, like 2 or 4, 3 people needs to team up to chuck her out.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I agree on that one. Who wins the Royal Rumble?
Who wins? This is a tough one. Because the easy money
Cody
would be, the easy
do
money
the double.
The easy money and prediction of favorites would be CM Punk.
CM Punk or Gunther. It's CM Punk, Gunther, or Rhodes. I love Rhodes, but I don't think he'll win. I think he's going to go through the elimination chamber.
Yeah, that's what we predicted.
To get his shot. So I think he'll win the elimination chamber. So I think he'll go out. So I am going to go for my man Gunther. I don't think it's going to happen. I think it's going to be Punk. I'm going to say Gunther's going to win it because I really want Gunther to have a shot at top.
I would love Gunther to do it, but I'm gonna go.
He deserves it with the run he's had with.
I'm gonna go with the money option and go Punk.
I think
mainly because Punk is often wants to be the main event of WrestleMania and he never got to do it. So it'd just be totally CM Punk to not be it, but I want him to actually do that story. Because in his promo against Cody, he said this time it's going to be Cody that's going to be the CM Punk.
Yeah. I just think Gunther needs that next step. He's had that Continental title for so long now, and he's ready for that. He is main.
You might have been able to get that if like Seth hasn't been injured, because Seth would be able to defend it more.
Yeah,
might have been able to get that thing. I think it's hard now, except only showing up for Mania. You have so many people that you would want to see versus Seth. I think maybe Gunther might have to wait till like a SummerSlam, and then he'll be able to defend it in Bash in Berlin then.
Against Punk, yeah.
Because I think you eventually have Gunther with that at Bash of Berlin. It just makes sense for Imperium to be the mainstay of Bash of Berlin.
Yeah, that does make sense, yeah. I think, yeah.
I think there might be a few shorter reigns the moment Seth loses. I think they wanted to build it with a long reign first. No, I think you may have shorter reigns afterwards.
If Gunther did win it, the Rumble, do you think he drops the Continental or loses a match for the Continental before Mania?
He might lose it to like a Jey Uso before Mania, but I think if it's not that, I think he keeps it and maybe comes out with both and defends both.
Yeah, I hope. I'd love Jey Uso to win it. You know, Jey Uso and Cody are my favourite wrestlers, so yeet.
Yeet.
You see it somewhere. There he is.
Solo!
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's what I think. Like, maybe if he has both, then he can just go like, "You're not worthy enough to challenge for this big one yet, so you have to challenge for." You can be like selective. You're not worthy for this one, so you will have to challenge only for this one.
I think it would be quite good having a fight. The winner wins both titles. It'd be quite cool.
Yeah. Gunther is a man that can be there multiple days, so he's not one of the one like Roman that runs away.
Yeah, I just think like for the future of the company, I think we all know Cody's the future of the company, and I think for the Red brand, I think it is. I think it's Gunther. I think he's got, like Cody, he's good on the mic. He's great wrestler, absolutely amazing wrestler. And he's still young.
I think we'll do, before we go into our WrestleMania predictions, we'll just do one out there prediction for 2024. What are we sticking in mind that we think this will happen or could happen sometime in the year?
I'm gonna say at WrestleMania, it's Jey Uso versus Solo, like we not Solo,
Jimmy
Uso, like we think, but it's for the undisputed. No, it's for the the title after he beats Gunther Intercontinental title. He'll beat Gunther for the Intercontinental title, and it'll be both of them for the title.
Interesting. My out there prediction: I think Damian Priest gets kicked out of Judgment Day at some point this year.
I think that's coming now.
I think that's going to happen. And I think he gets kicked out first, the way it's going. Everyone originally thought it was going to be Finn like a while ago.
I think he'll get replaced with Drew McIntyre.
Possibly. I think people really predicted it was going to be Finn like a while ago, but I think it's now Damian Priest that's getting. And I think it's going to be because of R-Truth.
And there's also a lot of rumors of a match for the briefcase between Drew McIntyre and
because Damian Priest hasn't done anything with the briefcase. He doesn't know how to cash it in.
He just uses it as a weapon, and then gets it stolen by.
It originally became a device that just knocked out Finn Balor every week. Then it's become a device that ruins Damian's day. It used to be ruining Finn Balor's day every week.
Yeah.
And now we'll go into your one, John.
Maybe he just likes the briefcase. He just wants to keep it around a little bit longer.
Yeah. We'll go into your segment now, John, that you want to do what's your WrestleMania?
Yes. So I've been thinking about this. Obviously, we can't call the matches. It's quite a lot, but we're going to see how many matches we can call. So, my main events are going to be Cody versus Roman. It's going to happen.
It's going to be night 2 because
Cody
Roman loves his
finishes-
night 2 main event.
It's going to he's going to finish the story on night 2. Then it's going to be Seth versus Gunther on night 1. Long shot. I'm doing it.
We almost have the
Then
same book, but I have Seth
we
versus
have
Punk.
Becky Lynch versus Rhea Ripley.
I have that as well.
Which is also could be a main event. Then I've gone for the Battle of the Usos for the Continental title. And
You putting that night 1 and night 2, which we have. Are we just going to have all the bloodline at night 2?
I'm going to say that's night 1, and then they
so
come
can
back
so they
and
can
they're
recover. Kind
involved.
of. Are you saying kind of like what was the tag match where
Jimmy
and Uso came back?
That'll be night 1. They'll fix their differences, and then they'll be involved in the main event to
That's what I'm
dethrone.
saying. So you're saying kind of like the tag match main event of the last one, where Sammy and Kevin showed up to also then beat up Jimmy and Jay on night 2 as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I think that's what will happen. And then I'm going to go for LA Knight versus Logan Paul
For the United States Championship.
the United States Championship. I can't call the tag titles at the moment.
It's a big thing, but I said Kevin Owens, so I have to say Kevin Owens versus LA Knight, even though it makes no sense. It will happen. I swear.
Yeah. I think they'll involve after it was success last year with Sammy and KO. I think there will be a big match for the tag titles. I'm not sure who's going to take
it. Doesn't because the tag titles could change on Monday with DIY. They're prepping up DIY to be these big force again and want the tag title. So it'll be interesting to see if Judgment Day still have them by then, or if there's more animosity with Judgment Day because they're kind of causing a bit of a rift between Rhea and Damien, which puts Finn in a bit of a spot.
Yeah, I do like them as tag title. I really liked when Cody and Jay beat them for the titles, but lost it straight away
because of Jimmy.
Back to them. Yeah,
because of Jimmy.
Yeah, I like them as. I think they were good. Maybe see a reunite bit of them two before Mania, but I think his fight will be against Roman now. So I think they might have a few less segments together as they have had in the past.
Yeah, interesting to see what Judgment Day do for me. Like I said, they got DIY, but we don't know if they're.
Yeah, I'm gonna go and say I think Brock Lesnar will have a match. I'm trying to decide who will have a match against.
Akira Toza.
I think if Gunther didn't main event and it was fun, I think Gunther versus Brock Lesnar would be a classic match.
In your world, you can have CM Punk versus Brock Lesnar, Paul Heyman guy versus Paul Heyman guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, the tag title will be interesting because you know what? My bold prediction: whoever has the tag titles defends it against Akira Tozawa and Otis. I want the funny reality where Tozawa wins a title.
Fair enough.
With his Nasty dance moves.
Mate, wouldn't it be funny if the tag titles are lost from Judgment Day by a tag of the tag team of the other day that faced them what's his name?
Talking about R-Truth and The Miz, or
Yeah, R-Truth and The Miz. I thought that was quite a funny
Awesome
tag.
Truth.
Awesome Truth. I think that would be quite funny. Maybe Truth gets annoyed of all the shit from Finn and then beats him for the tag titles.
And then JD McDonough and Dominic win it back. Redemption for them.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is interesting. It's hard to predict WrestleMania, but I think we got a big grasp of it. I think there's also going to be like a showcase again, you know, like there was last year, like a men's showcase match where you just had a bunch of like people that weren't going to get WrestleMania matches that just get an opportunity to have a WrestleMania match.
Well, actually, I've just thought of a really good match for it's out there. Bron Breakker versus Brock Lesnar.
The Battle of the Bees.
That would be one hell of a match.
Yeah,
Bron
I think that'd
Breakker's
be
going
quite
to be a
good.
star. He's going to be a star when he comes up. I reckon he'll be the next Paul Heyman guy after WrestleMania.
He got chokeslammed by the Undertaker on NXT a few weeks ago.
Yeah, I reckon he'll be the next Paul Heyman guy. That's my prediction.
That's always good. But I do think we're going to have another, like, maybe men's showcase match where they're just going to have a bunch of them that aren't on the card just have a fight with each other. And they might even include a women's showcase match this time because you have a bunch of, like, mid-carders that don't get an opportunity that could just shine a bit on the WrestleMania stage.
Definitely.
But yeah, I think, do you have anything else matches, or are we done with that part of it?
I think we're done with the matches, yeah.
Then we can go into a
game for us to play.
Then we can go into a game. We'll get a jingle at some point. Don't worry, I will get a jingle for it. But you remember back in the day where you used to buy those books and Wally was somewhere and you're like, where's Wally? Or some people call him Waldo, you know. He's there somewhere. You don't know where he's doing. Roman Reigns is a bit like Wally. You never know where he is. He could be anywhere. So this is a game I like to call Where's Roman? Now, we did see him on SmackDown last week, but where did he go after that? Where'd he go? You know, Roman felt a bit bad that he has to keep getting called by Paul Heyman every time he needs an update. So he decided, you know what? I'm going to actually buy a TV so that I can watch the game for once, rather than... Because, you know, it's very bad phone signal sometimes where call Roman Reigns. He just needs a subscription. Someone needs to buy him a subscription to WWE, but he decided to get himself a TV just so he can maybe watch it. Maybe he has like TNT Sports there. You never know. But the moment he got there,
maybe he's waiting.
He might be waiting for Netflix. Might be easier for him, but in the meantime, he tried to buy a TV during the week. But before he could, add a bit of extra bit from last week, because you know the way Nick Aldis, he's a very angry man when Roman just dropped the thing right in front of him and said, pick it up. Nick Aldis doesn't let that slide. He gets even. So as you can see, he decided to get to the shop first. And he's bought all those TVs that he's pointing at there. And he's saying on the mic right there, nice try, Roman. It's my TV. And you can see Roman's not too happy about it. I think he's also not too happy that Nick Aldis asked the TV man to put Jey Uso up on the TV screen up there in display as well, because he's not a fan of Yeet. So it's a very bad day for Roman. He's very crying. He's going to have to go back and tell Paul Heyman about this to fix it,
I'm
Get him a
questioning
TV,
that.
maybe.
We
at Walmart.
all love Jay, but why is he promoting Raw?
We have no idea.
The general manager for SmackDown is
SmackDown.
promoting Raw in the picture.
Maybe he just likes Jey Uso. Maybe it's the blue. He got distracted by the blue. It's very confusing. It looks like Jimmy's promoting Raw and SmackDown, you know? A very opposite dynamic here.
Yeah.
He wanted to match blue with blue. That's all he was doing here with Jey Uso on the screen. But it's made Roman very, very angry. So that's where Roman was this week. We'll keep you updated on what he gets up to after the Rumble. Because he might not be on SmackDown afterwards. You never know with Roman. He might just be going on a vacation.
Yeah, he's on vacation. He's done 2 shows in a month. Like,
yeah, he's gone on half. He's been on half the SmackDowns of the year, so you know it's hard work. It's hard work. And I think that's all we have for today's one. We'll have more after the Rumble. I've been your host, Boom. This has been my co-host, Johnno. Johnno, if you want to shout out things you can at this point.
Yeah, I'm Johnno. You probably recognise me from the mag. Used to be on Let's Talk Sport. Now I'm doing this with Boom and still doing the mag as well. So you can find me on the Magnificent 24/7 Reds. But it's been a lot of fun. Something a bit different. We're still getting used to it. So
getting used to it. Look out for more content, video-wise and stuff. We just started with a live stream because why not? We can have a date where there's going to be an anniversary, something.
Yeah, we were going to do something on the night, but I'm not sure if that's going to happen anymore. But we'll see. We'll keep you updated. We're going to do a video on the Royal Rumble anyway on the game.
If I'm around, I may still do something on the night. We'll keep you updated on Twitter. Follow the Twitter.
Yeah,
and you can follow it on Undisputed. What's it called again? Undisputed Trash Talk.
And you can also follow Undisputed 123 as well for more gaming content from Mr. Straight Edge.
At Trash
TV.
Undisputed for us is the actual act if you want.
Yeah.
That's where we'll keep you updated with live streams and the podcast and stuff. If you want to hear from our other colleague, he's usually running the 123 one, where he'll just mainly be talking about his opinions and stuff, is what it is at the moment.
Yeah, so yes, that is the plan. So let us know what your predictions are for the Royal Rumble in the chat. Make sure to subscribe, smash that like button. We have been Undisputed.
Anything you want to see us talk about, anything you want to see us talk about, or any content you want to see game-wise, let us know.
Yep.
Open to ideas.